Hello everybody, it's Lord Magicus, and we're going to play more 2015 Modern today. Alright, so let me get everything ready to go. I am once again hosting the event, so... Okay. Looks like we are just about ready to start here. Turn off desktop audio so we don't duplicate that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start here in just 1 second. I just gotta events link. Is my stream coming? Nope, there we go. Now I see it. Excellent. Okay. That should be good. We've got our matches set. Wonderful. Excellent. As far as I can tell, everything is working the way it is supposed to. Oh. Just let me get my screens all oriented right. Okay. This goes over here. And there we go. There you can see we got old reliable here. This is our list for today. I've also switched over to using my normal mic because the headset one sucked balls. So. Turns out administering this stuff, it's kind of fun. It's a little stressful. Now let's go over to, we're looking for freeform best of 3. Hopefully, there we go. Alright, we got to change our deck to the right one. Alright. Good, excellent. Everything seems to be working. Alright. I will be on play. We've got Mutavault and Island. This is a hand that could backfire pretty much only if we get Thought Seized on turn 1. It does build up, but I mean, against Thought Seized decks, Master Waves is usually pretty good, so I'm inclined to keep this. Just play Island first. There's always the possibility we could draw an Island anyway, so... Okay, then, yeah, we're probably fine here. Serum Vision? No, Delver. Okay, sweet. We love to see that. We're really good. We got the Harbinger of the Tides for this. Tempting, but I'm going to save the Seas Claims, I think. I need to get Silvergill out right now. Show them Master Waves. I don't want them to see Harbinger of the Tides yet. Oh, that's excellent. Now we have some options for next turn. So this is Delver. So I'm guessing they probably are Jeskai because, yeah, Delver. Oh yeah, there's Lightning Bolt. So we can definitely seize claims the Bolt here, or the Steam Vents, so that Bolt's offline. Lightning Helix. All right, sure. Hmm. That's also tempting. We're playing this island. Question: if I play Harbinger of the Tides, it's just going to get bolted. I could play Seize Claims and attack them for 2, take 3. Hopefully, if they don't have another red source, then it keeps the Bolt offline. Could Dismember it. I feel like I need to save that. If I play Harbinger, there's a good chance they'll just bolt it, replay Delver. And if I want to put myself in a position where I can play Master Waves next turn and get some tokens, so I really want to. If I play Harbinger and he just bolts it, then I'm not going to get any extra tokens out of this. So I kind of want to. I'm thinking about maybe Dismember on the Delver. And that's going to hurt, but it leaves him with a bolt in hand. Ugh, I don't like that either. Alright. Yeah, I don't want them bolting my face, so we're just going to Harbinger and bounce the Delver. If we can draw like another island next turn, that'd be fine. Otherwise, we'll see what happens. Maybe we will play Lord of Atlantis plus Dismember. Yeah, otherwise, so that might work. Or if they play like us. So, okay, so Seize Claim was not going to work. So actually, we might want to hit the Hollowed Fountain because of Path to Exile, potentially. That's really good. So I can play Lord here. And Seize Claim the Fountain. Attack for 3. Actually, I guess I could just play Master Waves. Like, that's also an option. Like, they're never blocking this Harbinger, so. The only question is, do they have the path in hand? Well, we know they have a bolt, right? So. If I play the Lord of Atlantis, like, they probably will bolt the Lord of Atlantis, which means they're not going to bolt me. I think that might actually be okay. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I'm not super concerned about that. We're going to go to 11 here. But I think that we're probably okay. I can't. I don't think I want to dismember this Delver of Secrets. That'll put me to 7, and this, yeah, that puts me in potentially bolt range where I think I just want to play Master Waves. Oh, that is also really interesting. Okay. It's still going to be, yeah, so the Angel's 4, Delver could potentially be 3, so I could be at possibly 4 life. They've already used 2 bolts here. So I think I just play Master. Let's attack first. I can just block with the tokens against the Geist. Gets 4 tokens here, that's good. And they don't have Path to Exile to get rid of this guy. If we're lucky, this won't even flip. So. They found Lightning Helix, but currently cannot cast it, so that's good. I don't think the Geist might attack just to get 4. I guess this is a really dangerous attack, I think. They can block one of these or they can block, yeah, 1 token, right? So it'll be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 exactly. Okay, I gotta think about this now. So I can block a Geist with a token. What happens if I don't do that? Okay. It's entirely possible I'm supposed to just take this, right? 7, 8, 9. They could shock themselves, I guess, and possibly get me. So I think I have to try to get the Geist off the board. It's fine. They don't seem to have anything else, so. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Technically, they are dead on board, right? They have to have something. 6, 7, 8, 10, 13. The only concern is if they have, like, Snapcaster Mage and they block Master Waves, that would suck. But I guess then it still leaves me the option to just play Harbinger of the Tides, right? It could be another Lightning Bolt. I guess is fine. Alright, we got there. Yeah, I figured, like, if something goes wrong here, at least I have Harbinger of the Tides to bounce the Delver, and then 1 bolt's not going to be enough to get there, so... So, like, if they had Snapcaster Mage, I wouldn't just be dead to it. Okay, this is probably a Chalice matchup. Snapback is not bad. I don't really think I want Dismembers for this. They're also going to give us Island Walk, so we don't really need the Seize Claim. Let's see. Relic is not bad. Snapback is also not the worst here. Kira seems fine. Honestly, I could just take out all the C's. I think this is okay. Alright. Let's see what we got here, gents. I think this is a keep. We've got Harbinger, we've got 2 lands, including Cavern, so... Okay. Aether Vial is huge. It's like probably one of our best draws here. So it lets us curve up if we want. Nothing, huh? This smells like a lightning helix to me. Honestly, if they have a helix, I kind of want them to just use it on the creature and not my face. Sure. Because I have way more creatures than they have removal spells. And eventually I'm just going to get to a point where Master Waves is just going to beat them. So, like, they might have Geist here. Yeah, okay. That is great. What do I want to show them? I guess I'll show them Lord of Atlantis. I don't want them to know about Harbinger or Master Waves right now. That's fine, I guess. This is the one they know about. So, I don't know, like, I don't think Geist is gonna attack in. That doesn't seem likely. If it does, I will just Violin Harbinger, bounce the Angel, and then double block it. Because then they have to have 2 removal spells to keep it alive. Alright, put out the Lord. We're going to do the trick here where we activate Vial again. And then we're going to tick it up. So that next turn we can just use Master Waves. Well, we're not turning off any of their removal, so I think here I really care what happens to any of these. I don't think this is going to work out the way you want it to. Oh, if you're trading Geist for that, I am very happy with this exchange. Let's start taxing their removal a little bit more. I mean, it's fine, we'll play it. Next turn we can just slam double Masters and probably laugh. They used the Path of Exile on the Lords because they didn't know about the Masters. So do nothing here? Ooh, that's got to be good for us. Yep, we tick up and we tick up. It's possible they could have Snapcaster Path to Exile, so I kind of want to put this Chalice on 1 before I commit a Master to the board. Sure. I ain't gonna do shit. You've got to use it on my Silvergill right now. And they have 4 cards left. I'm gonna play the Harbinger here. I just want to ensure I get the tokens so they don't like Lightning Helix the Harbinger in response to Vial. It does make me slightly weaker against something like Anger of the Gods, but I feel okay with this. Alright. So we tick up this one and then say no to this one. That's very good. I'll just send in the tokens, right? Because they're going to die next turn pretty much no matter what anyway. Like, I don't think there's anything they can possibly do here that's going to make a difference. The worst case scenario is I'm just going to Violin Master, and then I'll still have that, like 2 tokens from it, and Mutavault to hit them with next turn. So, not a problem. Even if they can somehow get rid of my entire board, right? If they have Supreme Verdict, it wouldn't make a difference. Now, what it looks like is they probably have Cryptic Command. That is my guess right now. Okay. Yeah, they're gonna... If they try to bounce Master, I'm just gonna Violin the other one. Make even more tokens. Tap all creatures and draw a card. Okay, that's fine. This still gives me Island Walk to attack with now, so... Since they're tapped out, there's nothing they can do about it. Now, even Mutavault is threatening to kill them next turn, so I don't think there's anything they can have. Again, like, another cryptic command would not be sufficient. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Yeah. Just don't be tempted to just jam Master here, because you don't want to overplay your hand. There's no reason to make yourself lose to stuff you don't have to lose to. There is nothing they can possibly do with this cryptic that's going to matter here. Like, I guess maybe cryptic tap everything, bounce Mutavault, kept them alive for another turn, but that's not really getting them anywhere, because then they're still dead the following turn, because they have basically no outs to it anyway. So, alright, we win the first match. Alright, good games. Alright, let's see, we have some more games going on here, right? Here, let's check out how this one's going. Oh, we got some fairies versus Juns. That's fun. See Spellstutter Sprite here. Healing Needle, that's good. The fairies need something right now. Oh, Slaughter Pack, that's right. You better pay for it or you're gonna die. That's okay, he's got the 3 mana. What an amazing, sick turn this would have been if the Fairies player just pulled out like Fulminator Mage and just blew up one of those lands, and then he just tied the Slaughter Pack. That would be amazing. I'd love that. And I think Fulminator Mage is probably a card that they could sideboard. Like, it seems very reasonable. So, oh, Snapcaster, go for the throat. Not bad. Goif down. This is got a solid attack for 4 coming in. Alright, let's see. What are they going to do? Yeah, probably not going to burn the Ghost Quarter on anything here. You want to keep that for their like Treetop Village or Raging Ravines. So yeah, I imagine it's probably just going to be like attack with Mutavault, Snapcaster, and then maybe hold up a counter spell or there is one. They could not attack with the Mutavault if they have Spellstutter Sprite in hand. Because then that lets them activate Mutavault, cast Spellstutter Sprite, and potentially counter a Tarmogoyf with it. Alright, well, if they have the land, and if their last card is Spellstutter Sprite, they'll still attack anyway, because now they can still activate Vault. Yeah, I think this is just a free 4 damage here. I think Slaughter Pact is also a card in this format that is wildly underappreciated. It's wins so many games. People just won't. They don't play around free spells in this. There's way more of them than you would think there are. I even have Snapback in my sideboard for the same reason. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Inquisition. Alright, well, you've got something, now is your time to play it. It's like, yeah, you're probably just going to jam Spellstutter, right? Snapcaster? Okay. That's fine. And the Snapcaster targeting Spell Snare is fucking great here. Because now they still can't play the Tarmogoyf even because of the Inquisition, so this lasts until end of turn. You don't have to play the card with Snapcaster right away. So opponent is kind of stuck. They can't play anything here. Now they're going to get attacked for 6, and suddenly we've got us a ball game. Faerie's player is making a huge comeback. Dark Confidant. I mean, yeah, you're gonna just get the island and spell snare it. I mean, why wouldn't you? I guess maybe he thought there's a chance he might let it resolve just because it would, potentially hurt him. But no, I think you want the attack for 6 here for free. You've got to burn it, right? I think the correct thing for the Jund player is just don't play anything this turn. You just pass. Don't waste the cards. I mean, I guess they could be worried about a third Snapcaster Mage, but I wouldn't play around that, so. And from here, there's not a lot of cards that are going to do it right now. Maybe like Colligan's commands, like destroy Snapcaster and get back Tarmogoyf or something of that sort. That's not terrible. Maelstrom Pulse and the Snapcaster's not bad. I don't know. Scavenging Ooze is okay. It's not the worst. There's the Raging Ravine, so we know the Ghost Quarter is been saved specifically for this. So Scavenging Ooze is a 3 power creature. Oh, they didn't even use it. Oh wow, that right there is a reason why you do not F6 through it, because he could have activated the Scavenging Ooze, gained an extra point of life, and that might have mattered. That extra 1 life, like maybe if he has to crack a fetch after taking 6 damage this turn, could make a difference. You don't know. They didn't attack with the Mutavault. That's fascinating. Also very interesting that the Jund player they kept up the Overgrown Tomb. I think the correct way to tap for this is you tap Tomb and Forest and leave up the Blackcleave Cliffs and just represent Lightning Bolt. There's nothing for 1 mana instant speed that you're going to play, so you may as well at least make them think that you might have a Bolt. So, alright, well there we go. Faerie's players got this match. Oh, right. I had to report mine. We got one more. Yeah, alright. It looks like everybody's done, but we got stragglers on reporting. So we're about ready to get started here in just a second. There we go. Round 2. Get these. Oops. Yeah. Gotta get this posted here. All right. That's that. That's... Okay. Alright, that's me. Alright, let's roll. Off to a good start for today. The 2015 Modern Discord sponsors these events. These are free to play, and there are prizes for the top 4, so... Alright. This is so close, but I don't think I can risk this. If I was on the draw, I might think about it. But I don't think I can keep this in the play. Nope. I'm going to 5. Alright. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to keep 5 cards, this is like entirely the 5 that you want to keep. You want to just keep maximum pressure here, so... So we're just keeping 3 lords and 2 lands that cast the lords, so, and we're just going to hope that's good enough. Let's play around a potential spell snare. He has Path to Exile, he has Path to Exile. That would suck, but such is life. Probably just going to get Hallowed Fountain tapped to pass, hopefully. Oh, that's a Path to Exile. Yep. Well, guess what? This turn, we might just play 2 lords. Oh, that's not good for us at all. Alright, new strategy. Play Aether Vial, we're going to pass. We're going to take this a little bit slower now. We've got creatures, but we don't want to just commit them in the face of all this. We're going to hope for something like Kira. If we can resolve Kira, then that'll protect our creatures, so... Or Master Waves. Oh, okay, well... That's not good for us. Alright, this is our life now. We're just mono lords. We've got a Race of Geist. I probably have more removal for these, but... We'll have an idea. If he attacks with Geist, then chances are he's gonna hit bolt 1, and then the other one will die to damage, so... Yeah, I don't think we're blocking this. So I expect that he has, like, Lightning Helix. How did I know that? Am I psychic? It's those years of experience. Alright, Master Waves would be huge right now. This would be the perfect turn for it. So we get our Vial up to 2 here. It's not the worst. Still got Arid Mesa, which kind of sucks, but... Alright. We're gonna cast Spreading Seas. We'll force him to search out more white mana with it. Alright. Those are all of my tricks. So we're both hitting each other in the face for 6 damage a turn, but he's got 3 cards on me, and way more removal, so I am in a lot of trouble. Yeah, you could have made an argument that maybe I was supposed to cast the Master and then keep the Vial untapped in case of something like bounce spell, or like maybe a Vapor Snag. So that's a very minor misplay, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think he's more likely just going to like bolt and path his way to victory here. Yeah, we're not lost yet, but we're getting pretty close. This is like the turn where we need to draw Master of Waves or we die. Alright, we're dead. I'm not going to be able to beat the Geist here. It's fine. It's okay. We just fought this deck and we know what works here, so... It's that mulligan. The mulligan to 5 is really what did it. Like, we're just down. We were down too many cards from not having keepable hands, so that happens. I mean, even still, we gave ourselves a really strong chance. Or if we had drawn like Master of Waves, that game was winnable. Like, it could have happened. Like or you know, Kira also like could have been a game-changing card if we found it. So, we're trying. You just play to your outs and hope for the best. All right. Okay. Fuck. I can't keep a 0-land hand. Again, we're going to 5 because we don't... Alright. I have no choice but to keep this. Some interesting decisions to make here. We know that they are a spell snare deck, so we probably need to keep the Cavern of Souls. We're getting rid of a land here, so... Probably want to... I'm thinking we might get rid of Mutavault and Island, and then we have Faerie Conclave and Cavern of Souls, because that'll help us cast all of our stuff. Now, there's some argument the Mutavault might actually be stronger than the Cursecatcher, so maybe we just do it like this. Play the Conclave. We'll play Silvergill Adept with the Mutavault. I don't know. We might play Cavern if they like play an untapped land here. We'll see. Yeah, I think in the face of that, I have to play the Cavern of Souls. Or... Alright. That might change the calculus a little bit. No, I think I'm still supposed to play Silvergill. I can play the Vial next turn. Vial's not really what I want to have right now, because I don't have a lot of creatures to put into play with it, so that was okay. I just want to draw like any creatures. That's why I wanted to keep the Mutavault. It's a better threat than Cursecatcher is in this match. It's harder for them to remove, too. Alright. So this could very well be Path to Exile. I mean... I feel like I've been here before. Have I been here before? Well, they didn't path the Silvergill, so maybe they were saving it for Lord. Yeah. The vial will help with the Harbingers a little bit now. Look at this. Our situation is such that now we have 3 creatures in play. It's not bad. That is a fantastic draw. I think I'm just going to attack with Silvergill right now. Yeah, okay. Start whittling down their graveyard. So I didn't want to send in like both Conclave, yeah, and Silvergill because could, yeah, they would have tapped me out of Relic. So Relic is a hard kill. Relic means we don't have to worry about path out of the graveyard or Electrolyze for that matter. We have time. We can be a little bit patient here. So here's a problem. I can't use the Spell Pierce and the Conclave at the same time right now. So I think I'm just going to send in Mutavault. Yeah. So now I can respond with Spell Pierce. We gotta remember this Colonnade is sitting over here, and it's getting closer to being able to be activated. I think there's the chances of them having something here is way too high. I think I'm gonna wait until their turn, and I might flash in 2 Harbingers at the end of their turn. And I don't know, maybe not. I don't want them. Yeah, I need to get at some point crack this relic and get rid of this nonsense. Okay, well, Ghost Quarter is going to be a problem. Karanos, oof. I don't think I have anything for this. All right. Well, now I don't really have a choice. Put maximum pressure on them to have it. Oh no. And well, engineered explosives, it's bad for us, right? Yeah. They can put it on 0 and kill all the tokens now. Yeah, that's fine. What I really, really need off the top is like a Lord of Atlantis. We've already used we've used one, right? So I guess we have a decent chance. Alright. So let's see. It's gonna take them 2 mana to crack this thing. I don't think they have enough mana here to activate Colonnade, block with it, use explosives, and path something. We just gotta really go for it. I'm not playing around Cryptic Command either. I'm just trying to kill them this, like, while I have a potential attack right now. And they've got 2 cards, but I'm hoping that they're not good. Okay. What does that do? That, they're gonna block the Faerie Conclave, I see. But they're still gonna die to this. Like, that doesn't actually help them. Oh, that's right. They've got the ghost quarters still. So all right, they are still alive, just barely. All right. I need them to what is it, land. You draw a card. I need them to draw like 2 lands here. We are close to being able to seal this one up. Flooded Strand is good. That means that they drew a dud and hopefully another dud. All right. Got there. They so close. All right. Can we keep a starting 7? That would be nice. So 2 mulligans to 5. So we won one of them. That was plus. They were on 6 cards, but they were also in the draw, so yeah. I'm gonna take a negate just because I know they have like electrolyzes. I might want to have a negate for that. I think that's a little better than the Spreading Seas. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What is it with his hands? Like, no. Alright. This is not great, but we're gonna keep it. Guess we just get rid of an island. This is not ideal. Fighting uphill both ways in this. What we really need is like Kira. So I need to be able to get things into play that aren't just gonna die immediately. I mean, he's gotta have like lightning helix, right? There's no way he doesn't. But I've also, if he does, I have to make him use it. Hopefully on this, that doesn't matter. It is Cavern of Souls uncounterable, so you just cycled that for a card. Honestly, that's probably about the best we could hope for. If that's what they got, then good. suspect that maybe he forgot that this is Cavern of Souls, though. Okay, this is... we can work with this. Let's attack. Master Waves might be the card that saves the day here for us. Like Silvergill Adept. Show them Harbinger. Beautiful. You can remand this if you want. Alright, suddenly our hand is now, like, looking like a real hand, so... I should check. Did they actually mulligan at all? No, they kept 7, alright. They do have Cryptic mana up. Alright, let's see what happens here. I'm just going to send in these guys. I'm not going to risk the Mutavault. I mean... it's not perfect. I might actually just flash in Harbinger of the Tides here. That's why I wasn't going to play the Vial. They're not doing anything. They really considered playing something. What were they thinking about playing that they were worried about here? Maybe Geist, but they might have been like, I don't know if I want to play Geist right now. They're considering something like Anger of the Gods. Well, I should have tapped the Cavern for that. But I've got to give them some incentive to actually cast it. So I'm going to put, the Harbinger in play here. And hope that will entice them to want to do it. Oh, it's just Electrolyte. Okay, that's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it happens. Alright, we'll bounce Restoration Angel. There's Geist. Okay, cool. Alright, so... go yes. Yes. And no. We're hoping for no Path to Exiles. I don't think Geist is ever going to block this. If they block with Geist, I would be very happy about that. That is such a weird decision. Why would you go after that and not the Master? Do you have, like, Engineered Explosives in your hand again? Alright. I think I'm supposed to consider that a win. Yes, this is the bi-weekly, so that is what you are witnessing right now. I guess, yeah, they're just gonna play Restoration Angel on the Geist here, right? So I think that's fine. No, they let Geist go away. Interesting. Why? Alright, Pyroclasm makes a little bit more sense. Okay, we kind of suspected they might be considering something like that. So now we know they have Restoration Angel in hand. We're taking up all of these. We're hoping for like Silvergill into like Lord or something like that, or Kira. Kira would be great. Snapback is actually pretty reasonable here. Two for that and one for that. Yeah, I can't cast. So what it does let me do is I can attack with Mutavault and Master Waves, and then if they play the Restoration Angel, I can just snap back it. So am I supposed to just let them try to block the Master Waves? No, I think I'm supposed to still just do this. Get in the damage while I can. Alright. Oh, yeah, opponent says he pathed the wrong thing, yeah. Whoopsie. Alright, well, we know he's still got Resto in hand, so... The first one, no. The second one, we will take up to 3, just in case we draw Kira, and then we will take this up in case we draw Master. Well, that's less than ideal. With 5 cards in hand, I find it hard to imagine that we're going to get through with this. I think we've got to pass here. Okay, that makes more sense. It's like that he, yeah, meant to path the Master, but I get the Pyroclasm as a follow-up was not the worst thing in the world, so... That is very brave. I don't know what this means, but I have a feel it can't be good for me. That's probably good. Let's get rid of all this nonsense. Alright. Alright. We're going to brave the waters here. I mean, I don't imagine this is going to survive. Okay, well, that was always going to be the case then. We got here. Aranos? Okay, well, our window to do something is now very small. Oof. Yeah. Like, at this point, I need them to draw, like, a remand. Path to Exile is a really, really bad one for them to have drawn for us. That bolts us and also makes it so that any creature we play is just going to die immediately. Alright, well... We don't have time. We have to attack. I imagine I'll burn the path on one of these guys. Oh my god. Alright. I'm dead. I cannot win this game at this point. Because he's still sitting on the path. Oh, right? I think he still has another path, doesn't he? Well, he revealed Celestial Colony. That's probably, like, the best outcome for us here. It's at 7. I don't think there's any way I can deal 7 damage this turn. Yeah, it's 5 cards. It's so many. Like, I'm dead to a stiff breeze. We got flooded out so hard on mana sources here. Look at this. 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. There's 10. There's the Mutavault. Plus 3 vials. Oof. That's rough. Engineered explosives on 2 just to fucking make sure. Well, I have to make them use it, right? Nope. It's alright. Colonnade is going to kill me, so Restoration Angel is going to attack with it. Like, he doesn't even need to use this, and it doesn't really matter if he does. Like, assuming that he draws 2 lands off of Karanos and doesn't actually bolt me, I'm still dead to, like, any burn spell, and I don't have a way to attack him because of this explosives. And I have to use the Faerie Conclave to block, so my best case scenario is I end up with a Lord of Atlantis in play, and then they have 2 flyers. Alright. I can't. I've lost. Alright. Games. I have no path to victory here. Opponent seemed to be playing the Jeskai mid-range deck, so very, very tough games. Like, all of our starting hands were kind of poopy. We mulled to 5 in the first game and lost. We mulled to 5 in the second game and just got there. And I think we mulled to 6 in this game, and it like still wasn't amazing, but they kept 7. So that's life somehow, or sometimes. All right. Let's see. Is that everybody? Okay. Let's report. Oh, that's all right. Good games. I think. Yeah, we're waiting on one person to report. Alright, so that was round 2. So as soon as this person reports, then we will have round 3 on the way. Yeah. We had some really, really interesting interactive games of magical cards. That's what we like to see. Uh... Alright. Yeah. Yeah, the opponent was just telling me that it was definitely a mistake and he didn't mean to go that route. Even though it wasn't that bad, like, being able to have the Pyroclasm Soul, the tokens, like, didn't kill him, but still wasn't what he was planning. And yeah, I agree. I wouldn't have done it that way myself. Come on. There we go. Round 3. Post these matches here for them. There we go. Okay. So let's see. We are playing against Victor. Alright. More magical cards to come. The red didn't register. Yeah, it was Jessica, yeah. So they're playing a deck that has like 4 lightning bolts, 4 lightning helixes, and usually like 4 path to exiles, and then you play the playset of Snapcaster mages, and then often some combination of like Geist of Saint Traft and Restoration Angels alongside it. And then whatever smattering of counter magic you like. Some people, Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, Remand, sometimes Mana Leak, but I don't think I see that one as much. A few Cryptic Commands goes a long way too. Alright, well, let's get round 3 started. Okay, we are on the draw. Alright. Our luck is definitely gone off of a cliff here. Oh, mulligan this hand. Alright, well, we're on the draw, so maybe this is keepable. Just get rid of Seize Claim, because we're never going to play that. We've got a 1-drop, and then some things we can do even if we draw the Mutavault. Alright, well, he'll probably take the Spreading Seas, either that or the Silvergill. It's pretty close between the two. It depends upon what his mana in his hand looks like right now. Spreading Seas is probably pretty high in the list of cards I'd want to take, though. He takes the Cursecatcher. That cannot possibly be right. Alright, well, I'm not going to tell him that I just drew that. I'm going to let it be a surprise. Because you want to go after the card advantage things in this match. It looks like he's probably on Jund, right? Was he the Jund? Oh, okay, he's got another English. Alright. This is maybe the only way this makes sense is if he had 2 Inquisitions in turn, then I can see it. So now he takes Spreading Seas, and then, yeah, you can play the Ravine, sure. Still, though, there's a really strong... Like, I guess the problem is if I play the Cursecatcher, and this is his only other land, then maybe he's concerned, like, alright, I can't play, like, Liliana on turn 3, and pay for Cursecatcher for the Inquisition in turn 2, so, like, I kind of get it. But it does mean, though, that we get to have Silvergill in play, and hopefully, alright, it's not the worst, but I'm kind of hoping for, like, maybe a Mutavault or a Faerie Conclave there. The problem is now if he plays, like, Liliana, I don't have a lot of good stuff to, like, hit him with. He could play, like... this is just Tarmogoyf, but this is actually not that bad for me. Okay, there we go. That's what we were looking for. Well, I'm going to play the Lord of Atlantis because I do not want to play the Harbinger yet. I want him to attack me with the Goyf before I do that. So now if he played like Liliana, I have the Mutavault to like help get through it. It would suck, but we have options available to us here. Terminate? Okay. Sure. Fine by me, opponent. I mean, this is probably a good attack for him, but my plan is to just play Harbinger, activate Mutavault, and then attack him back. So maybe he won't. He knows that I have it, right? He just doesn't know about these two, so... Okay. I see. I see you. Yeah, I don't need to play it right now. I can just wait until his turn, and then just flash it in. Alright, is this Liliana incoming? It's gotta be. Yeah, okay. If he makes me sacrifice a creature, I'll get rid of the Silvergill Adept. If he makes me discard a card, I think I'll get rid of a Harbinger of the Tides. Because then he won't know about the second one. That was a mistake. I could have actually discarded the Oboro, but this might still work out. Could have discarded the land. I suspect he's not going to attack here. He's going to defend Lily. So I really kind of need right now... I need like a Spreading Seas. Not kind of what I was hoping for. Well, I can... Tarmogoyf can kill one thing, but Liliana is definitely going to die. Probably should block the Mutavault. Yeah, I agree. Alright, well, it depends on what his last two cards are. It's probably not lands. I'm wondering if it's like Dark Confidant. So he definitely just drew that. I could be Huntmaster. I would not be a fan of that. It'd be really bad for me. I think my best draw probably right now is Master of Waves. Spreading Seas is also pretty good. I am definitely not blocking this. This reads to me like another Tarmogoyf. No? You gonna terminate my guy? Oh, I see what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna Culligan's Command, destroy this, make me discard a card. So in this case, then this is where I'm gonna discard the Oboro instead. We get to see Oboro do the thing. That's kind of cool. Still looking for Master Waves, though. That's like the card that I need to kind of stave off the Goyf here. Chandra. Oof. Okay. Yeah, they play one of these sometimes, so... Probably gonna kill off Silvergill Adept, right? I imagine. Yep. That's rough. Well, it's not nothing. I think I've got to send this after the Chandra. While they're tapped out. So Raging Ravine is offline. Do have Island Walk, but it's not really anything to do with it. Again, we're still in the position where we kind of want Master of Waves. Would they... Dark Confidant? Yeah, I imagine they're probably going to play that. And I think they're in a position where Tarmogoyf probably needs to attack. Alright. I think Jund is going to take this one. My options here are not very good. They're drawing like an extra 2 cards a turn. They have Tarmogoyf. I don't think I can stabilize this game. Not with a Vial here. Like, what am I... Like, I can't afford to lose the Conclave. Like, the best I can do is attack Chandra with it. I have to block the Tarmogoyf, or otherwise, because if I take the Tarmogoyf to the face and Chandra pings me, is that even going to work? Like, I can block this? Yeah. I'll take 3 and go to 4. Yeah, I think this game's over. Alright, that's fine. We just did not, like, yeah, we had to mulligan there, and we did not have very good draws. Like, it was pretty rough. We needed a lot more help, and we just didn't get it. It's okay. Alright, well, let's hope that we can actually see some of our good stuff this time. I feel like we're kind of lucky we got to even play a game of Magic at all. Like, there was a chance that wasn't even going to happen, so... Oh. The cat is just laying on top of the mini fridge by the window. It's just enjoying the daylight. Just waiting on our opponent. Chandra in the main deck is one you don't see hugely often. I think sometimes you see one in the sideboard, but usually not main. So I'm guessing that it's probably taking up the Huntmaster slot that people would normally play. Come on. Take the play. I mean, I gotta keep this hand, but it's gonna get fucking destroyed by an Inquisition or a Thoughtseize. They're on 6 cards. I really need them to just play like Overgrown Tomb tapped or Stomping Ground. Probably Overgrown Tap would be better. And then just pass the turn. That's ideal for us. Or, you know, if they want to just play like Blackleaf Cliffs and just pull up Bolt, like I can live with that too. Seize Claim on the draw is not, or no, Seize Claim on the play is not good. It's you want this like when you're on the draw. Okay, this is about as much as I could have hoped for. We're gonna Spreading Seas this while we can. Beautiful. Oh my god, alright. They don't seem to have a Thoughtseize hand, so I might just double Spreading or Seize Claim them here and just watch them not be able to cast cards. Or no, I'm sorry, Seize Claim and Silvergill Adept this turn. That's probably the way to go. Yeah. Hoping that if they play Dark Confidant, then I might have to dismember it, yeah. Well, we're not doing that. Because I don't want them drawing more lands to replace the ones that I've taken away from them. What I would love for them to do right now is to play like another creature that I can dismember, and then my turn, then Seize Claim them again. This looks like Tarmogoyf, okay. Yeah, I may be playing that was actually not a good idea. No, I guess it's not going to hurt. Like, they can't... There's no discard spell that they're going to cast that I need to worry about. Tolligan's Command is not an option for them at the moment, and Liliana's not an option, so I guess playing it doesn't hurt. We're just hoping that they don't have any more lands. Getting the basic forest with the wooded foothills kind of suggests that they probably do have another land, but I'm hoping that it's just going to be too little too late. Because now we just slam like 2 lords and start attacking with Island Walk, and hopefully that's just going to be it. Like, if they have like Overgrown Tomb and the Tarmogoyf, that's not going to do it. Or even like Dark Confidant, again, like, won't be enough. Like, if they're very likely just sitting on a pile of things like Abrupt Decays and Maelstrom Pulses and Lilianas and stuff that they're just not reasonably casting. Alright, they have another fetch land, so... Okay. I kind of don't actually care what they do with this. Tarmogoyf would be fine, yeah. That is not doing dink. Oh, that is so tempting. But I think that this is still the route. Because this is just going to kill them faster. They're still only reasonably at the point where they can cast one spell, and it has to be a spell that kills one of my creatures, or otherwise they just die to Island Walk, so... Playing another Tarmogoyf or a Dark Confidant doesn't actually help them, or even Tassiger does nothing. Just, yeah, playing the two lords here just means that they have to have, like, decay or they die. So they have to draw a land and then, like, have decay. And... No, I'm not blocking this. No fucking chance. not, not even a little bit. I mean, you can lightning bolt it if you want, but then, like, Master Waves is still going to threaten to kill you anyway. Okay, sure. The Lord actually still just kills them. Alright, so we attack with all these guys. They go to 2, which means no more Shocklands. And Master Waves probably means that they're just dead, right? Because now they have to kill this and, like, the Lord of Atlantis. And I don't think they're doing it like that. They need to have, like, exactly basic Swamp, Abrupt Decay, Lightning Bolt here. Or no, I'm Maelstrom Pulse Lightning Bolt, right? Because they have to pulse away the Master. Alright. There we go. Back on track, baby. That's always how we intended to do it. Lowbrow, you don't understand. Merfolk is the deck that punishes all the other blue decks. We're not playing... Okay, I was going to say we were not playing dragons in our deck, but technically, Mutavault is all creature types, so it is actually a dragon. It being things other than Merfolk matters because of Master Waves. Because Master Waves makes my elementals bigger, and guess what? In addition to being a Merfolk that gets bigger because of these guys, it is an elemental that gets bigger because of Master. Very, very interesting. Comes up a lot. A lot of people don't understand the interaction, or they don't realize it until it's too late. Do I know what Pot of Greed does? No, please explain it to me. And then if you happen to draw another one, then explain what that one does too. Oh. Back's just a little sore from sitting here. Sorry. There we go. We got to see the power of Seize Claim that game. We we managed to give them so many islands they didn't know what to do with them all. Exactly how we always wanted to draw it up. Like, if I just kept a hand, I would keep a hand that just had, like, 2 lands and, like, 5 Seize effects in it. Like, that's a snap keep. I don't have to kill you, I just have to make sure you can't kill me. I have more creatures anyway. This is probably a keep, if I'm being honest. Play you in Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I have, like, a couple Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and I'm sure that most of them are not legal, and definitely most of them are not good. I know a little bit about the game, but not very much. I know that it is basically way more combo-centric than Magic is. Magic has a much better balance of, like, aggro decks and, like, control decks and combo decks. Yu-Gi-Oh! Seems to be very highly tilted towards combo. Alright, they're keeping 7. I guess I gotta keep this, right? The Mutavaults are also kind of creatures, like, but Kira's very good, Spreading Sea is very good, like, Mutavault's fine. It's not like an ideal hand, but it's good enough. Alright, they're definitely going to Thought Seize away this... No! They're just holding up Lightning Bolt? Oh my god, opponent, no. This is not gonna... This is not your day. We just drew another Seize, so... 1000% next turn, I am fucking spreading seizing this Blood Crypt. They kept a hand with a bunch of removal in it, and I kept a hand that says, I don't care how much removal you have. Okay. Well then, again, you're not casting Liliana next turn. Let's get the Mutavault out and we'll Spreading Seize this guy. And then next turn we'll probably play Vial and another Spreading Seize. Backup Kira? Oh. Spaloon provides! That's right. That's why we got the Winged Moon here. Hold on, let me... There we go. This is the Winged Moon of Spaloon. You gotta believe, people. Believe in the heart of the cards. No, yeah, that's right. They're like, oh no, not again. How can this be my life again? I love it. It's everything I've ever wanted in my life. All right. Let's actually use the Spreading Seize in this. So we want to draw the card. And now we'll play the Aether Vial. Still no cards in the graveyard. Tarmogoyf is a sad little baby. He's just a little guy. He's a little 0/1. There's nothing to worry about here. He's definitely not like the preeminent threat of this format. Oh my god. He's just a little guy, you know. We might see Dark Confidant here. Which, yeah, I mean, if that happens, so be it. Oh, he's gonna Ancient Grudge my Vial. Okay. He just wants Tarmogoyf to get big enough to attack. I love it. Alright. You got it, buddy. You earned it. So I'm going to seize claim this. Going to animate Mutavault. And I'm going to wait until their turn to decide what I'm doing with this Dismember here. Okay. Alright. So they're not casting any spells, so I can safely get rid of that guy. That was beautiful. Now we can play Kira, which protects us from the removal spells. I kind of don't care. Even if they played Liliana, I would just sacrifice Kira and then kill Liliana with Mutavault next turn, because we have a backup. Like, Lightning Bolts are not doing dink against me here. So, like, if they play Dark Confidant, that's not going to do anything. Oh, yeah, no, that's... There's like nothing they can play right for one black or one red that's going to matter, so... The Spell Pierce is quickly losing value because they have all these extra islands they can only pretty much use to pay for this. But I think here I'm just slamming Lord of Atlantis and attacking them for like 8 damage. And this game is going to be over! We're going to hit them with the Might of Spaloon. Drown the world! Oh! Oh my god. Alright. Sure, you've got it. They are going to bolt Kira. Alright, neat. Okay. What's the fastest way to victory here? I don't. They have like no removal spells that are gonna deal with this, right? Maybe if they have Maelstrom Pulse in their hand. And I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4 tokens off of this, and then next turn I just play Lord and just attack them. Like that's gotta be winning. Ten-minute long turns. Yeah. So Magic actually had decks that did that. Like Second Sunrise was a big one in Modern for a long time that did that shit. That got banned. There are a couple other ones too that have also gotten banned for similar reasons because it's one person just like can for like 10 minutes straight. So this Maelstrom Pulse looks like it. All right. I mean, again, this is fine because if this is the only thing they have to use here, I'd much rather they can pay for this obviously, but they're not gonna have anything when I play Kira, so I guess they could have an Abrupt Decay. They have 2 cards left, but like this is threatening that they're just gonna take a bajillion damage, right? So if they make me discard the Spell Pierce, I don't really care. If they have Liliana, I can just activate Mutavault and just throw away one of those. They are very close to dead here. Like, stabilizing is going to take a lot. And at any given point, we could just draw like another Master of Waves, and they're in the exact same I'm going to die position that they were in last turn, so... But yeah, here if they play like Tarmogoyf, then they probably can't play Abrupt Decay, so we can safely attack into it. Like, we don't have to worry about like losing our Lord mid-combat that way. So they could have like 2 Lightning Bolts, maybe? It's enough for Goyf, Bolt, pay for Spell Pierce, like... That, but they'd have to have like exactly those 3. Again, like they've already used one, so like I'm not believing that I have to worry that I'm in any sort of real danger here. Like maybe they could Abrupt Decay Lord of Atlantis and then the Tarmogoyf just wall. No, because they need 2 green for that. So like, I don't know. Like it's I don't know what their plan is. Like, I wouldn't play Dark Confidant here. It doesn't look very appealing. Huntmaster, that's not gonna do it, my guy. It gains you 2 life, but you also are basically shields down now. They can't block any of these. I think I just play the Harbinger, because again, like, what are they going to do? I just have to have more things to attack them with than they can block, so... Like, even if they can get rid of the Lord of Atlantis, that's still, like, 3 creatures here. This is... Kira's already attacking them for 2 in the air, so... Yeah, and playing the Harbinger means that this doesn't flip, so... Like, I don't think they can attack me because of this. They're just not going to play anything. They're going to let Huntmaster flip and then try to do something, maybe a bolt with it. So, yeah, that has to be the plan. So, I don't know if that's the one that you wanted to go after, unless you have like 2 lightning bolts in your hand. They've got to have like a Terminate or something as their other card, right? It's the only way this makes sense. Okay, what? I can't really beat anything that they have at the moment. All right. The one bolt there. Yeah. All right. If they have nothing, I could kill them. But the problem is if they have like any removal they've been sitting on that they can't play. It's not Pulse. It's not Abrupt Decay. It would have to be another Terminate. Or no, I'm sorry. They haven't played any Terminates this game, so they'd have to have like a Terminate, a Culligan's Command, or one of like 2 more Lightning Bolts. I think the smart thing to do is just let's let them do whatever they're gonna do here, because yeah, okay, they had the bolt, so that was bolt number 3. Okay, fine, but they're not really in a position where they can afford to attack. Again, if I draw another like Lord of Atlantis, I can try to kill them now, or a Master of Waves will still just win the game. Olivia, huh? Okay. Alright, well that surely means they don't have any more removal spells. This is my turn to draw something big. To finish it. That's not bad. I mean... Probably gotta kill the Olivia with this Dismember right now. That'll keep the Huntmaster from flipping this turn. I really would have preferred to bolt this thing, but I can't let Olivia just, like, double activate and start killing my creatures that way. I think they're again in a situation where they're just not going to cast any spells. They're going to let this flip and just kill Harbinger of the Tides. Okay. It wasn't a nothing draw, but that's just like a we're just barely staying alive draw, so like them drawing lands now is fine, but if this thing attacks, then I'm definitely just gonna bounce it with Harbinger. Do I? I could take it and go to 4, right? Alright, or I could... No, no. That's really dangerous. Because I'm thinking I could take it. Like, if they have Culligan's Command, I'm dead to that. Or if they have, like, any blocking creature. I mean, if I could bounce this, take 4 from the wolves. And just replay this thing. Well, I'm definitely casting this. The question is, what do I bounce? Because if I do this and go to it takes 6, I go to 2. That could threaten to kill them, though. That's the thing. Because if they don't have either the 4th bolt or one of like 2 Culligan's Command, I guess the problem is though they could have a creature to block with, and if that's the case, then I'm not beating that. If I bounce the Ravager, yeah, if I bounce Ravager and they have a creature, I could still draw Lord of Atlantis and just win the game like that. Though I'd still probably be dead to the Culligan's Command, most likely. Let me see. Or no, actually, if they replayed it and then tried Culligan's Command, I would actually win with the Spell Pierce. All right, I think I have to bounce this thing. Just go to 4. Because you can replay it, gain 2 life, go to 8, and then I would still have... drawing a Lord gives me 9 Island Walk damage. Okay, that's fine. But this is the turn. I have to draw something this turn or I'm going to die. Like, it took a lot to come back here, but, alright. Nope, we just flooded out. Alright. Now what? Now this thing's just gonna... Yeah, alright. We are dead to this, right? Yeah, because that's gonna hit us for 4. Yeah, we can't do it. Alright, you got there. Good game. Oh, no. It was so close. We just needed to draw something here at the end, and we just could not. We just kept drawing lands that did nothing. Get the fuck out of here, you stupid bot. We do not do that on here. No, 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 no. Alright. We tried. Alright, good games. Yeah. Alright, well, we had many, many turns where we could have found the card to win the game, but they kept chaining together exactly what they needed, and we could not, like, find the finishing blow. It's unfortunate, but, you know, sometimes it's just how it is. Like, they just have the cards, and we don't, so, alright. Bots everywhere, yeah, I know, right? Alright, let me report my match. Uh, okay, looks like we might have somebody who wants to drop. So, why? So apparently they they drew 8 cards and 0 lands in there. That was, yeah. I mean, yeah, that happens sometimes too. So give them a minute. We have one more round left to go. All right, I'll give them a minute or two to like check this and make a decision. But yeah, we have one more round to go. Oh, yeah, my opponent is telling me. Oh, damn. All right. All right, so this person is gonna drop. So I don't know how to like actually remove them from here. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna let me, so fine. This is the last round anyway. There's only one more person left to go. All right, there we go. I think we got this. All right, last match. Let's go. I am fighting Rakira for honor, it seems. Right. My opponent seems to be doing a Penny Dreadful event at the same time as this, so... Alright, that's fine. Everything's cool, so I guess I will just make the game then. Oh, Magic here. Great. Alright, well, while we're waiting here, hold on, let's see. Finally finished putting this guy together. Tuvasa the Sunlit. It's an Enchantress deck. It just has a... it's a ton of nonsense enchantments that... You play a bunch of them... Oh, God. I just sleeved this, so, like... Yeah, you play a bunch of enchantments, the enchantments do things, and the more enchantments you have, the more powerful it gets, so... It is a blue, white, and green deck. Yeah. The main goal of the deck is you want to get Omniscience into play, which lets you just cast all the spells for free, along with your Enchantress cards, that whenever you play an enchantment, you draw a card, and keep playing them until you draw this one, Approach of the Second Sun. Then you cast it for free, it'll go 7 cards deep in your deck, just cast some more enchantments to draw cards until you get this, cast it a second time, and you win the game. So that's the primary plan of the Enchantress deck. But it is also a Merfolk, so, you know, I like having the Merfolk commanders. Alright, looks like they're finally here. Let me put this away. We are on the draw for this, alright. So far, 2 Jeskai decks and a Jund deck. Let's see what we got now. There we go. Alright. This is not a very good hand. We have 5 lands and 2 creatures that are kind of bad. I have to mulligan these. I think I can keep this. The problem is with 2 Cavern of Souls, they're both going to have to go on Merfolk, so I think we have to get rid of Kira. Oh, hi, Butters. It looks like we're up against Affinity. Wanna say hi, Butters? Say hi. Alright. Okay, well, this is not exactly an Affinity type hand. Yeah, Butters. Oh, Ravager in turn 2 is brutal. Affinity is one of the decks... Oh god, and Cranial Plating? I have, like, no chance against this. I am so dead. They even have the Inkmoth Nexus. I think I am actually just lost. Alright. I can Spreading Seas the Inkmoth Nexus, but I am going to get hit for so much damage. But the problem is if I don't do this, I'm actually just going to die to the Infect, so... This keeps me alive for a turn longer, even though it realistically is not going to make a huge difference. And yeah, I need to just keep up a chump blocker. Well, that plan's gone out the window. They just have literally everything in this game, don't they? That's like at this point, I could just yeah, like I can just like concede because there is literally nothing I can do that is going to defeat this. Between the Ravager and the cranial plating, it does not matter what happens to any of their artifacts. They're not losing power. Alright, look. This thing's hitting me for 7. Yeah. Well, actually, probably 8, and then maybe not. Yeah. Alright, I'm fine. We're not gonna waste our time here. This is why we have 3 Hurkyl's recalls, because that's what it takes. Master of Waves is way too slow for this match. I think we want the Dismembers. We need the Snapbacks too. I think Kira does have flying, which is also really slow. I don't know how much I can afford to stick around with 3 mana things. Maybe just... Oh, and we need Chalice on 0, right? Yeah. I need to keep some Seize effects here for Island Lock, but it's not really a whole lot that I want to cut. Alright, I guess we're going to do it like this. In Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, you had back-to-back games where their opponent gave up. Well, sometimes that's the correct play. Yeah, this is actually fine. We're going to keep this. So we're going to put Chalice on 0, and that's going to slow them down a fair bit. This game, theoretically, is winnable. They have kept 7 cards, so... Counters all the Ornithopters, the Memnites, the Mox Opals. Yeah, it's gonna severely limit what they can do. Now, I really need to draw a land here if I want to actually have any realistic chance of winning this. So I have to just start jamming creatures every turn. That's the one we wanted to see. Alright. This is our best chance. Affinity is not a good Merfolk matchup, not even a little bit. It's very hard. Yeah, cranial plating is fine because they have nothing to put it on. We can race this. And we can play around them potentially. Yeah, because they don't have any creatures in play, so they can't use Springleaf Drum to make red mana. So we don't have to worry about Whip Flare. Yeah, like, yeah, our creatures are out of range of like any sort of removal effects here. A Galvanic Blast is not an option for them either, so they can hit us for a little bit of damage here, but even still, I have Harbinger, like, it's not going to matter. I can just attack them, yeah, it's fine. Cool. Chalice did the trick. Alright. On the draw, it's a lot harder, so we'll see. Alright. I think on the draw... How do I do this on the draw? I gotta take out something, right? think maybe one Harbinger. Let's put in another Seize. I really need to have one to like turn off Inkmoth Nexus. Alright. It's gonna be... Alright, it's down to the luck of the draws for this. Infinity's a very fast match. I mean, it's keepable. I mean, I think I have to keep this. Like, I don't know if it's gonna get there, but we gotta try. If they have a slow hand, maybe? Vault Scourge? Okay. Gonna play the Vial and just hope they don't have, like, cranial plating. So I have the Spell Pierce for it, but it's... Nope, they had it, of course. Alright, well... Alright. That's gonna be a hill to climb. Well, it looks like we have a little bit of lag here. I think I have to get hit by this at least one more time. Like, this hand was not realistically gonna beat them having, like, the nuts in this, so. And this was close enough, them having, you know, enough things to do Scourge and plating for a huge amount here, so. Oh my sweet Jesus, I actually just die, right? Alright, they had the literal straight nuts, like, alright, they're attacking for 13. Alright, I go to 1. Alright. It's not impossible. If I draw like Hurkyl's Recall, I could theoretically come back from this. That was still pretty brutal. It just Whip Flare killed off 2 of my creatures, so... I'm not dead this turn. Okay. Get off the desk, Puppets. You know better. How do we do this? Because Memnite is threatening to kill me. I think I'm just holding up Spell Pierce. Okay, well, we are now definitely within the Hurkyl's Recall or Die territory. Alright, we're dead. Yeah, this kills me with protection. This thing can't be blocked by any of my guys, and they can just throw cranial plating on it, like... And we know that their last card is still another flyer, so, alright, good games, you got it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, affinity a lot of times is just going to come down to like if they have like a really really good hand, you're probably not going to win. If they have like an average hand, you probably need a Hurkyl's Recall to beat them, and like otherwise you can beat them if you're really lucky and really aggressive with like the keeps that you have. So it just did not. Yeah, they had like a fucking stellar hand this game, really, and the first round too. So yeah, it's a bad matchup, but you know that's we did our best. Like we survived far longer than our opponent probably expected us to, and realistically, if we actually had found the Hurkyl's Recall here, bouncing all of their stuff, then they lose the Glimmer Void. That probably could have put us back in the game. So yeah, it's rough, but all right. Well, that's not going to be a good finish for us today. Unfortunate, but you know, such is life. We play these games anyway. But we can still check out some more magic that's going on here. Let's see. I think we played against that. Right. Well, yeah, let's check out this match. Alright. Jeskai Control versus, it looks like Grixis. Ooh, fun. Okay, well. I'm just watching some of these remaining games here. We got that one on. Sure. We'll check out this one too. Show off a little bit more gameplay. We got Jund versus Teamer, it looks like. Oh, Teamer Twin. This is a Splinter Twin card. This is a little bit better than the Pestermite because it's got a 3/3 body attached to it, so Jace is pretty cool. It's probably just gonna take it down right away, I imagine. It's only because you only got one card, so. He ticks it up. Okay, so Tassiger's only going to attack it for 3. Alright. Check back on this one. Both of them have tons of spells in their graveyards here. This is a Snapcaster slugfest. Yeah, the bolt's gonna hurt. Ugh. Does have a creeping tar pit here, but there's a colonnade. Oh, that's gonna be rough. Colonnade just activates and attacks already. Or a Mantis Rider. That'll get there. Yep. Alright, looks like the Teamer player is giving up here, so. Alright. More gameplay! Here we got Fairies versus the Jeskai deck. Ooh, there's a Johnny Vengeant. You don't get to see him too often. He's a Lightning Helix as a minus. he taps things as a plus, and he Armageddon's you if he gets to his ultimate. So here is a situation where the Bitter Blossom is probably going to kill Grooven. Far more likely than this Restoration tool. Now the problem is he's also got to worry about like lightning bolts going to the face too. There's the lightning bolt. Do you have an answer to it? I mean, he's probably got Spell Stutter Sprites or Dispels or something of that sort. Counter Squall, that's a pretty good one. It is a Negate plus a Shock. We're in Karanos time? No, it's Colonnade. Okay, yeah, they just want to kill off fairy tokens. This would have been a good time for go for the throat on this Colonnade. This should be the last match here. Let's see. Oh, Sword of Light and Shadow. Okay, well now there's actually... We got us a ball game. He's going to gain some of the life back from this Bitter Blossom. Letters, keep nibbling on my arm. I want to fight with you. I'm streaming right now. Let's see. Alright, well. I don't know what Grooven is doing. We step away for a minute, but... Butters, is this how you're really going to behave in front of tens of people?
10 people?
I said it's like in front of tens of people that are going to end up watching this. It depends. Like the replays sometimes get a fair amount. But...
Of course, this is how fun it is.
All right, there we go. They've got this. Hi, welcome. You've made it just at the end here. This is the last match that's going on, and before the prizes get distributed for today. So the fishies did not do terribly well, unfortunately, but We got close games where we lost one against a Jeskai deck and a Jund deck, and Affinity just, again, it's close. It was like a 1-2, but Affinity is just really hard. But we did beat the other Jeskai deck at least. So, like a lot of kind of matches that could have gone other directions, but that didn't. So, however, we still got to showcase some really cool Magic gameplay. So, we're watching the last match right now. Ruben was just about to die, and then all of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, by the way, I've got this sort of light and shadow that's gaining me enough life to not die from the Bitter Blossom." Now, this thing has to attack, like, otherwise you're gonna lose. Oh, I think maybe they were intending to equip it to the Creeping Tar Pit. I see, because he needed to equip it to the Tar Pit because the token's got to be able to block the Colonnade, right? Like, this token can block a Colonnade, but then he doesn't have anything for the Restoration Angel. And, I see the mistake. Oh, no, that's so... Oh, so brutal. He had the mana to do it, too. He just clicked through. He needed to activate this in the main phase and then equip it and do this. Alright, there's no creatures in the graveyard, are there? Yeah, I don't know what his last two cards are, but I'm guessing it's not removal or creatures that can block this. Yeah, we can see the commentary. He realized immediately what he did wrong. Because then he would have attacked for 5 with the Tar Pit. Like, these attack, both fairies block, and then the Tar Pit just attacks for 5 again, and that would have been the ball game. Assuming that he didn't draw a removal spell, like a bolt or something. And, yep, now the Bitter Blossom just kills him. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Well... Alright, well, there we go. That was our 2015 event for today, so let me get these final standings here, and then I will show them off before we're done. Second. There we go. Oh, yeah, I know. I have the wrong banner up at the top. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, we didn't do terribly well here. So here we go. Here's our standings for today's event.
How'd you do?
Not great.
Oh, no.
It's okay. So, yeah, 3 of our opponents actually made the top 4 of it. So yeah, we played against like a lot of the best people here. So we just
Did you come in last?
No, not last.
Then you won in my heart.
Alright. There we go. So, there we go.
You're 7th. Not bad.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, there we go. You can see these are the decks that everybody was running today, so... All right, well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this today. Yeah, this was fun. Since I am gonna have to be here to host it today anyway, since the normal host is out today, figured why not stream it and do some stuff. So, all right, I will see everybody again next time. Thank you all for being here with me, and yeah, take it easy.